YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here, and in this video I'm here to bring you another farming strategy. And this farming strategy is a tried and true strategy that many players have known about and been using for a while, and it's one that I am pretty excited to get back into because for a long time I was running it as a NIM3 farming strategy, and that just kind of killed the strategy for me. And now that NIM3 doesn't exist, I feel like it's just more balanced, there's a lot less lag, you don't have to stack beyond on it and so on and so forth to make it feel good, and you can just kind of add it to your maps casually and have a good time. Now this is also a strategy that can be incorporated with any of the other farming strategies that I have mentioned before, with the addition of only one scarab and one sextant modifier and a few passive points on the tree. And what this strategy is, well, harbingers. Harbingers are extremely good this league, and just out of my testing I did about 10 to 15 maps. I think I did 10 maps with Gilded Scarabs and the regular craft, just to kind of get like a look at what you can expect. And on average I averaged about 2 exalts to 3 exalts raw, just in X shards in about 5 maps, which is insane. And when you blow through maps as fast as I do on bow build after bow build, you know, you're gonna have no problems whatsoever. Just sit there and getting a whole bunch of currency real quick. So, what is the strategy? First things first, we go over the Atlas passives, and we are still using essences. Obviously, it's really easy, really consistent, and we are still crafting some things. So, you know, getting the essences to craft things is pretty fun. And we end up selling some essences for divines yesterday, which was really good for us. So let's go over the harbinger stuff. First things first, we are taking all of these harbinger nodes here. Harbingers have 20% chance to drop additional currency shard. We are taking the additional harbinger here, so we are guaranteed one harbinger per map. Then we are taking all of this, which is additional harbinger here, the 60% cooldown recovery rate, 60% more minions, and currency shards have a chance to drop as items instead. It's not a set percent, or at least it's not a mentioned set percent, but I have dropped full annulments and like full, full ancient orbs and full chaos. I haven't dropped to full exalt yet, but I have dropped a lot of the other ones full. And then of course we take the other half because it's additional currency shard. And then our other harbingers right here, we're taking all of these 3 here, 5% chance for additional harbinger, and then replaced for a powerful harbinger boss, which usually spawns even more. And that should be all of the harbinger nodes on the tree there. There's no more, I believe. Yeah, there's no more. And we're taking every single node possible to make sure we get the most out of it. Excuse me. And that being said, we are also still taking shrines, because shrines are really insane, and you might as well just, you know, grab shrines. But if you don't want to get shrines, if they get boring to you, you can always incorporate a second strategy, or even like go over here and take up the boss stuff, because you should have enough points after undoing all the shrines to take the boss stuff. But we're not even doing the green boss right now, because we're farming crystallized omnisciences right now, which we have 2 of. And that's going to be a future video. So, on top of that, we are using a bunch of Chisel, Octon, Vald maps. Right now, we're just doing Crimson Temple because we actually have a lot of Crimson Temples already rolled. And we have almost a tab full of them. So, the way I saw it is I might as well just kind of take advantage of the whole, the fact that Crimson Temple's a really short map with a good layout. And, you know, occasionally if I do get the whole, the hideout, which is very rare, I could turn around and sell portals to that for like an X or something, make a little bit extra profit. So that's something that I've been trying to do. And then we're also doing polished harbinger scarabs for this method, and charged compasses with mysterious harbingers sealed on them. Now we have a lot of these. These are very common, at least from what I've seen. So we're going to be running through all of these just to get them out of my inventory. So if we were doing the math, this is 4 times 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 23. Well, just 4 times 10 is 40, times 2 is 80. So we have like over like 90 something maps or something like that. I'm just doing quick math. 90 something maps. and that's pretty solid amount of maps that we can run and just do solid harbingers. So once we get all of these out of the way, we are definitely going to show you what the profits look like from it, including all the essences you can expect to get and everything like that. So let's go ahead and turn off affinities, and then now we can go right into doing the maps. So because we're just focusing on harbingers for now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to take all 4 of our void stones and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that we have all 4 clicked like that, we can just run 16 maps in chain without worrying about reapplying sextants. And all we do from here is throw on harbingers, this, and then we go our first map, we put in harbinger, and we get going. So this is going to be my my method for 20 maps. After the first 20 maps, I'm going to upgrade to infused harbinger and gilded scarabs for 20 maps to see the difference, and I can post, I can just dump those in a separate tab, but I will be showing the results from the first 20 maps before I even decide to do the other farming method, or the advanced farming method. And I do maps relatively quick, but I do have things planned today, so what I'm going to do is probably do these maps throughout the day, and when I get the chance to post the results video, I will do so. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Now this version of my Omniscient Stacker is a Lightning Arrow Headhunter build. I do have one inspired in my treat, and a very fair amount of Omniscience already, gotten. So, oh boy, a little bit lag. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ah, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, when you first start the game right now, there's these lag spikes that you have to deal with, and there's nothing you can really do about them. So. That is a lot of lag, though. That is actually insane. Oh, well, I killed everything. Sweet. As you see here, full annulment orb. Already looking pretty good. We definitely want to go with additional scarabs. The way I see it is every scarab that we get to replace the scarabs we use is going to be considered, a net even if they're different scarabs, we can use other scarabs for like certain things, so it's fine. Leather belt. Alright, so we got an unmaking orb. Basically, because the layout's pretty much the same every time, you can just go up and down, go to the sides, kill all the enemies, and finish the whole map relatively easily and quickly, and maintain buffs for almost the whole thing. So this making a headhunter a very, very viable option for this setup. You got all, is that a whole annulment again? Yeah, it is. Wow. 2 annulments in one map. That's pretty good. Annulments are very, very good for me, and I don't like taking the time to buy them off market because people are a little bit stingy with pricing. Additional unique item. Ooh, I'll take that. And polish expedition, we'll take that too. See, now we're starting to get into the insane amount of value territory, but once you get all this extra quant and stuff on your maps, it really helps. So, Chaos Orb. And we have, okay, boom. Scarab's chance to be duplicated. Perfect. Another city square. I'm also excited that I have pretty much finished the full-on expedition farming. I do have all the maps I need to roll and to chisel elk val to the right quantity. As I was farming the last strongbox maps, I found so many of the things I was looking for that, I'm just pretty stoked that I'll be able to do it.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And that'll be another video as well, another couple videos. this guy real quick, kill all his friends, unmaking again, and this is what we got from one map. So nothing like too crazy, but if you look at it, you know, it's pretty good value. We got 3 chaos, I believe each each Harbinger craft is 5 chaos, so it basically pays for itself. And then you obviously, you know, consider the scarabs and everything else that you gotta put in. Let's go ahead and get our first maps through in, and it's pretty good. Obviously we're not going to get as many scarabs in our next maps or whatever, but it's, you know, it's a welcome, like welcome kind of thing to see how much you get in one map just off of that. But yeah, that's a pretty good haul from one map. I do think that eventually I'll be getting like X shards, X shards, X shards, and I'll be stacking up the exalts as I go within these 20 maps. Hopefully I get a couple X worth. Obviously it is RNG. Like I said, I did get about 2x worth of shards in about 5 maps. That could be, you know, changed, and it could also be a lot worse of luck. But as you see here, we have 13x shards. We had 0 like I think the other day, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good farming. We also been spending our exalts relatively frequently to do some crafting, and we're back up to 12 just off of doing this farming. So I'd like to say it's definitely worth it. But yep, let's see how this turns out in our next video. I do hope you guys enjoyed my content, and furthermore, I hope you guys are interested in more farming stuff, because that's basically what I'm going to be doing, is farming. And pretty soon here, I know I've been saying this for a while, but pretty soon here I will be making the transition to League and just doing some League stuff, playing with the, probably playing a little bit, excuse me, playing a little around with the Arch Nemesis, and most likely I'm going to be skipping the mechanic though, just because like it's just a lot of micromanagement, and I don't really like that. I like to just go through the game and blow things up. That's basically it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. As always, take it easy and have a good one.